like an apple on an apple tree. Like the apples are only one.
Hey loves, welcome back to Vlogmas, the adventures of Vlogmas, day number 3. I am on a beautiful hike on the, I may have to insert the name because I don't want to say it wrong. I want to say Arabia Mountains, but that's where I am. Stay tuned for all the little adventures that happened on this hike and what I was doing up here. It's such a beautiful fall day. This day wasn't just about a hiking. We went on this event with the park ranger. So it was about learning different plants, learning different creatures, just exploring. And we ended with what you will see, but make sure you stay tuned. This is an orchid that I learned that day.
One thing that's really easy for this ID is that, and we'll talk about this up ahead, but I really want you all to kind of take a minute to kind of feel the texture of the plant for those of you. Go ahead and give it a rip and a smell for you newbies.
This leaf was definitely giving off aromatherapy vibes, which was perfect for the mood because we were out hiking, so it just added to the relaxation.
Organism is, and what you're seeing is just the fruiting organ where it's going to spread its spores everywhere. Kind of like an apple on an apple tree. Like the apples are only one component of the actual apple tree. Very soft species. Haircat moss specifically likes really shallow and really sandy soil. So yeah, if we didn't know the rock was right there, this is a pretty good indication for me that you have really rocky, sandy, shallow soil, because these guys are loving it.
So after about a 20-minute hike and the exploring portion of the event, we made it to the mountaintop, which begins the second part of the event, which is nature booking. The views from up here were absolutely immaculate. Stay tuned for them. So this is the nature booking part of the event. I had no clue what nature booking was. It is essentially journaling, but you're using pictures or you're sketching an image. So we spent about an hour and a half at this portion of the event. And this is me sitting in front. This tree reminded me of a bonsai tree. So I was sitting in there sketching it out. And I think I did 2 different sketches that day, but I only recorded this one. So you just spend the time sketching what you see, and you can journal little notes at the side to document the event, to document the day, to document anything you may be feeling. But it's essentially journaling with pictures, or it's basically sketching. I'm not the greatest sketcher, but I'll get there one day.
I would choose a specific close-up part of the tree.
Oh, you coming in close.
And just focus on that. Because what you're really trying to do is capture the texture. That's what your eyes, you're trying to achieve.
Right.
And and there's too much to look at. And so, but scaling does, you gotta do it in parts. And so I would just literally square out the bark, just draw a square. And then specifically focus on drawing the bark. Idea. And I call this the skeleton. It's the same way I do my trees. So this is going to be filled in with greens and stuff. But I start by getting the skeleton.
So the outside, right?
Yeah. And so for here, the skeleton would just be like the lines, right? Okay. There's a line coming down here, and I'm using blue. Probably not the best color for this, but this track line. I would start by drawing a track line, getting cut off, more. And then you start by just drawing the really dark, clear outlines of the photo. And keep in mind, this is super fast. I would do this much longer because I'm...
This view is absolutely to die for. Arabia Mountain. I was saying the name right. And the beautiful lake. Back in the car, just closed out the nature booking hike. I should have closed this out on a mountain. Should I do a voiceover on the mountain? I think I will. Bye. Like me, hopefully you learned something from this experience. Maybe it inspired you to try it yourself. I'll see you tomorrow for day 4 of Vlogmas.